Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Jantz. As a counselor now 40 years here at the Center Place of Hope, and as the founder and author of 45 different titles on mental health issues, one that I find absolutely helpful, not original with me. I'm thankful for Dr. Gary Chapman on love languages. Let me just share with it. It's love languages. We all have what works best for us, and I'm going to share with you these love languages because it's not new, but it's super helpful still. Acts and words of affirmation. Number one, words of affirmation. This is simply expressions of love and appreciation. Words of affirmation. That you can give that to that person, and that fuels them, makes them really feel highly valued. Number two, acts of service. This is the person that shows love predominantly through helping, through service. I did all this for you. That's how I showed I loved you. Number three, receiving gifts. Giving and receiving gifts is their way of saying I love you. It's important if you have a spouse and that's love language, receiving gifts, it'd be good to know. Number four, quality time, undivided time together, undivided, undistracted time together. And physical touch is number five, expressing love through physical contact. Now, we're always a combination of all of these, but we probably have one that's predominant. And here's how to understand your partner's love language, because it will improve your relationship. So again, words of affirmation. Number two, acts of service. Number three, receiving gifts. Number four, quality time. Number five, physical touch. And we want to promote better communication. So understanding the love language helps you communicate better, and the other person feels understood better. Number two, this is going to help reduce misunderstandings. If your love language is an act of service, or you think your partner's love language is act of service, and you do all these things for him or her, and didn't have that same meaning, that'd be quite disappointing. And a person even could say, I don't really feel loved by you, because you misunderstood the love language. All right. Deepen emotional connection. These are the three things that understanding love language can really help do. Deepen the emotional connection. You understand love language, you're going to feel closer, have greater emotional intimacy, greater trust, greater harmony, and just that sense of peace in the relationship. All right. Understand the partner's love language. Number one, promotes better communication. Number two, reduces misunderstandings. Number three, deepens that emotional connection. Well, I'm always going to suggest, get the book, The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. It can be super helpful. It doesn't cure everything, or trauma in the marriage, or past baggage, or faulty ways that we learned how to communicate or not communicate. But understanding the love languages is one big jump to building upon other strategies that we can have to improve the relationship. Understanding the love language. Okay, so I love words of appreciation. That's mine. That's my primary. Just I'll do anything for you, but just say thank you. All right. That's what works. Understand your love language. And, one of the things we do here at the Center Place of Hope is we spend intensive time over weeks with somebody, or a couple, for example, to break through unforgiveness, bitterness, barriers that prevent us from receiving a love language, that prevent us from giving a love language. So there's times where we need to do some kind of emotional hurt, forgiveness kind of surgery in order for this to really flow freely.